Live. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Wednesday, a wonderful Wednesday, a wow Wednesday. That's right, Luke Wilson is here. We've got a lot of people hanging out already, ready for the show. I'm ready for the show. Very, very ready for the show. Apparently my earphones were ready for the show. Blasting my ears out at 80% volume. No bueno. Oh man, we've got so many stories to cover. The media is such a mess. Can't believe it. Crazy town. No, I'm not talking about the group. I'm not talking about Butterfly. I'm talking about the news. The news about the news. The news and the views. Speaking of the views, Views with Hughes. Agenda-free news is out there. Check out his channel. We got Miss Pico Cafe hanging out over on the Green Machine. Hello, Houston. Hello. We got Jill Powers wrenching away. Thank you. Thank you, my dear. I appreciate it. Hoove. Good morning, Hoove. Morgan King, Caledon 910. Rogue Thinka. We got Lord Thoth in the house checking in from Canada. Hello. 11 Alpha, how's it going? Istaphobos, good to see you, my friend, and thank you for the compliment on the video. Griffin with This Day in History. November 13, 1789, Ben Franklin wrote to his friend Jean-Baptiste Leroy. In this world, nothing can be said to be certain except death and taxes. There you go. The famous quote. What else is out there in the world? Many, many other folks like Bad Take Bojan. Good morning, Tina. Great to see you, dear. We've got the amazing Stitch. SFX F314 17th Raptor. And many, many more of you. Hello. Houston. Hello. Okay, sorry. Can only do so many Larry King references in a morning. I'll loosen up the neck. Got a lot to get to. I already recorded a video that I need to edit to get out to you based on one of the stories we're going to cover this morning. Got another video coming out. A little bit of Snow White, a little weirdiness. Yep. Yeah, fake news, Caitlin Collins stories. Those have been floating around the interwebs for a while. We'll find out. We've got a lot of people caught up in the layoffs. If you check out today's video, you can understand what we're talking about. It is not looking good out there. CNN in particular looking real bad. More politics. I don't know about politics. I mean, I'm not aiming at politics this morning. We're going to talk about some dismal Disney. There's plenty of it out there. This is a story we need to get to. A video that I actually have releasing later today after I edit it, which will just probably be about 45 minutes after we finish up here. Jeremiah Hembry in the house. You lie to me. But without movie night, why no movie? I want to answer now. Well, here's the answer, Jeremiah Hembry. Both Comics and I ran into a bunch of problems. So we will bring movie night back on Tuesday. It'll be every other Tuesday after that. I think we both set our sights on being able to do too much. So my humblest of apologies, and we will not let you down again. We will have Tuesday coming up next Tuesday for movie night. I was hoping for it. But yeah, I can only do so much, unfortunately. There's one of me. And I had comics struggling as well. So I do feel bad. But we'll see you. We'll see you next Tuesday. Let's see who else is out there. We got more folks out there probably ready to scold me, but not without reason. I appreciate it. I'm very sorry. Mea culpa. Mephisto's here, though. Good to see you, buddy. We got Mark Fields in the house. Positive vibes. I am trying to have them today. I am. So much going on. It's Courtney. What's up, Courtney? Good to see you. We got D. Bud Martin out there in the house. What's up, D. Bud? We got Andy Masterson. Morning culture from the road. Well, be safe on the road. Roads get icy, can be unsafe. Our good friend Hampton's out there. Good to see you. Rogue Thinka. Black Saber the Shark and Paper. Woohoo, made it. Yes, you did. Looks like you made it. Judicon. What's going on, Judicon? Power of God says Christ is Lord. Yeah. Monica. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I hope you're doing well. Got a lot of great fans and friends in Europe. You're amazing. Tina BB, good morning, dear. By the way, I'm rooting for my German friends out there. Fight for a little bit more liberty, folks, and a return to normal. Get rid of the EU as fast as you can. The globalist circumstances are collapsing. We will now experience deglobalization. It was inevitable. Carl Singh's out there. Great to see you, Carl. We got Donovan Bradford. We got Low Spec Linux Gaming. And we got to go. Man, we got a lot of stories, too. There we go. Who else out there? Just another red shirt. Hail, Mr. Shirt. Phantom Eric. Hello. How you doing? We got Elizabeth Young. Good morning, dear. Great to see you here. Larry Wells. Good morning. Eric Frills. Or, excuse me, Freeze. Excuse me. I somehow added an L there. Hail. Hail to you. Thanks for coming in. We got the Bat Cap. Hello. Got some great people. RC is here. What's up, RC? All right, everybody. 6 minutes starts now. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, wherever you are, whatever you're watching. Check out the 6 Minute Daily. We have a lot to talk about. Not a lot of time to do it in. 18 stories in all. We're going to start first with Disney. Oh, I can't wait to get this video edited. Disney settles a multi-million. When I say multi-million, I'm talking about $300 million here. Pay equity class action lawsuit. And it's not even going to get all the class members. I think it's only going to get about 9,000 of a potential somewhere between 12 and 17,000 that could have been eligible for this. Not sure. But man, Disney, treat everybody better. This is going to get bad. Speaking of bad, Lena Dunham. That's a good segue. Is going to write the Sam Bankman-Fried movie for Apple A24, which means we're going to get this in a theater. And the scandal will be, of course, covered over. The truth and the facts will be obliterated, and you won't know exactly how involved certain companies were in this fiasco. CW is in its own fiasco as it gets layoffs. You're going to hear this. Media companies got problems. They're getting rid of some scripted folks, PR, a whole lot of other people. CW is almost right-sized now, and I have a feeling that they won't be as deep as a lot of other companies as far as layoffs go. Amazon is absorbing Freevee back in. That's right. No more Freevee, at least not the way it is now. You're going to have to go to the ad-supported video tier on Prime Video. Enjoy. Animation Guild has descended upon Dreamworks in order to put some pressure on AMPTP and trying to get them to talk about the contract that they're not in a hurry to finish. And they don't have to be. There's animation people all around the globe that they can turn to and do it for cheaper. This is not necessarily the best strategy. I feel like we've been here before, Hollywood, and your unions kind of screw you every single time, and it's only going to get worse. Intimacy coordinators, speaking of unions, are going to unionize, of course, unanimously, going with SAG-AFTRA. Unions were a great idea. Now they are basically a prevention mechanism. We'll see how things go forward. I imagine there will be some tariffs tied to entertainment here in the future, and maybe going outside of the country will be less attractive. But then it's compared with the idea that unions are a little bit too big for their britches, and only the members can say that. The Diddy is going to try to get out of prison before Thanksgiving, and he's willing to concede a whole lot of things, including, well, never leaving his house, not having any contact with people, no internet. Yeah, I believe he'll be able to isolate himself. All right, moving on. A little context here for you. An article from CNN Business from July 25th, 2023. I say it that way so you understand. This is an old article. Well, this is how wrong CNN is on the regular. Elon Musk has officially killed Twitter. Well, he kind of did. They were playing with that, but then they were just like saying, in other words, it's a diminished piece of garbage, a shell of its former self, a zombie, as it turns into X. Boy, were they wrong. And so is The Guardian in their appeal to the mass media that nobody's going to believe, since the Guardian supposedly is supported by you. It's not. Supported by the Melinda and Bill Gates Foundation bologna sausage that has been influencing everything that's there, and basically all of the lovely garbage news that's come out of The Guardian for oh so long now. So don't believe him. I bet you Bill just wrote another check and they can give you all the bologna sausage you want. Fake news, everybody. But not fake news. Liberty Media CEO Greg Maffei, who is very important to Mr. Malone's group there, is going to be stepping down at the end of the year. So they're going to have to find somebody else to replace him. Hopefully they find somebody quickly that's qualified. This man did an awful lot, including pulling together with Mr. Malone the Warner Brothers Discovery deal. Well, Trump and Musk and Ramaswamy are pulling together Trump's new committee, or I guess group, external group that will fix government efficiency. In other words, get rid of a lot of garbage that shouldn't be there. About 80% of the swamp. How do you drain the swamp? You empty the swamp. you move the swamp. You move the swamp everywhere. So it's hard for them to collude. U.S. inflation is picked up in October. I wonder why. Well, maybe it's the continued funding of the war efforts elsewhere that really don't do anything but enrich other people. That's right, which the U.S. and Blinken and all the other jerk faces in Washington are going to keep going until Trump gets into office. And then not so much. Japan's nuclear watchdog found a reactor that it's like, nah, we need to shut this down and fix it. And that's the first one since Fukushima. Stellantis has to recall Jeeps, Dodge, SUVs because of a computer problem, and GM's got to pull a bunch of big pickup trucks because guess what? The rear brakes can just lock up for fun. Bally's, what do you call that? Volcano thing. Yeah. Not only is it spitting a bunch of greenhouse gases into the atmosphere, despite the fact that they're trying to debunk that. Good luck. It's also causing a dip in tourism because they can't land planes. No international flights into Bali. Bummer. Oh, well. But this happens every once in a while in Indonesia. It also happens to cool the planet, by the way. And finally, I have to talk a little bit about a luxury goods market that will shrink in 2025. And I do that because, well, about one of you will care. Nobody buys this junk anyway. All right, folks, let's bop over to bonus time. And let me give you a warning on the two stories we've got coming today. We got the one I talked about on the way in, Disney's settling of the class action lawsuit that would have been worth about $300 million. The terms of the deal have not been released. We have to estimate that it's substantial. I don't think those attorneys would let this go out of their teeth for anything less than $225 million for these ladies that were underpaid by Disney for oh so long. So we'll get into that in depth in a video. And I have to talk a little bit more Snow White. Not because I want to, but because, well, Rachel cannot shut the bleep up. She is, dude, if you are Disney, get her under control. Oh, there are other reasons they've got problems with this film. I mean, not as many problems as they have with Captain America, Brave New World, which is in its third set of reshoots after another two bombed test screenings. This thing comes out on Valentine's Day, the 14th of February, during Black History Month, so they could give it some cover because they knew it was going to be bad. Oh, and by the way, February is not a good month to release films in. Valentine's films usually don't perform well. There have been some outliers. This won't be one of them. First of all, anybody with half a brain knows that Sam Wilson has never taken the super soldier serum. So if he's holding the shield, even if he's holding the shield made of vibranium, there is nothing from him being a pancake underneath it if the Hulk punches down on it, smashing him flat to the ground. Dude's not getting up from that. He doesn't have adamantium bones. He doesn't have regenerative powers. Somebody help me. Also, Captain America is a person, not a mantle. It doesn't work. It never worked in the comics either. Just terrible stuff. Anyway. Crazy stuff. Anyway, let's get back to y'all. There's a lot of you in the chat. Got to say hi to Butter Biscuit, I got to say hi to more and more of you. I really appreciate the turnout today. You guys are incredible. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being as jazzed about everything as I am right now. I'm fired up. If you haven't noticed, Hoove is out there. He's fired up, gifts a Culture Casino membership. Angelo Richter gives a Culture Casino membership with a beautiful picture. Look at that. Look at the big kitty. Super cute. Anyway, we got more out there. Oh, you guys are just crushing it today. Crushing it. We got Bimo Betta over there on the green machine. What's up, my friend? My friend. Trying to catch up with y'all. I think I said hi to Judica. I'm trying to scoot by some names, see if I... Oh, there he is, Captain Fandom Nerd. How you doing, Captain? Good to see you. I think I said hi to Donovan Bradford already. I think I said hi to a lot of y'all. Just got to go with the flow. So much news today. So much news. Carl Singh, I saw your 2 back-to-back videos regarding legacy media headed towards being obsolete. Oh, they're done. They're so done. So done. Yeah. And Tina says, hello to anyone who tagged me. I'm on my iPhone. Oh, sorry, Tina. And I know your website's tricky, but it's good to see you, dear. Frank's here. What's up, Frank? Good to see you, Frank. And we got a few other folks. Did you guys come over from Loki's? You guys check out Loki's in the morning before my show? It's going to be great. Tomorrow's a huge day, folks. We're all going to I want to get up super duper early. What's that fellow's name? Valiant Renegade. You know that guy? Yeah, Valiant Renegade's going to be doing the earnings call with Disney. I'll still be doing the 6-minute daily. He'll probably still go, well beyond, the normal time. But I'll be doing the 6-minute daily after that. It's a Thursday, so it rolls right into Magic Mornings over there on that Park Place, which rolls right into WDW Pro Show, which rolls right into, at that point, it'll be Mr. H's H-Cast. After that, it's T3PO, and after that, it is Marvin, the Movie Monsters live program. So you have an entirely full day. And when I say full, I mean it. Tomorrow, earnings call, and then, then bedtime. If you just stick with it, you'll be redirected to everybody's shows. It'll be a lot of fun. Very excited for tomorrow. Very, very. Brightest Day. What is up, my brother? Just audio booking away. Dude is amazing. Wonderful podcast, man. Good friend. I haven't hung out with you in a long time, brother. Hope everything's going well there. We got Razorburn. What's up, Rivethead? Speaking of Chris Gore, I need to reach out to that brother. I haven't seen him in a while either. Biggles Mets, hello. Bitcoin, I think, may get to, I think somebody predicted 247,000 a coin. Yikes. Hoove, good morning, Hoove. Hope you're doing well. Actually, to be fair, Bitcoin's just catching up with inflation. Speaking of, Alyssa's here. Hello, and good morning, dear. We've got Cynthia Carter out there. I probably have the mom out in the audience. We got Q2 Cast TV all the way from NYC. And our friend Philip Gaming. Who else is out there in the clouds? A lot of folks out there in the internet sphere. We got the CJH. What's up, my brother? Remember the airships. Remember your history, for the truth is between the lines. That's true. True. Jonathan Conroy, smash the like button. He says, I agree. And my good friend, Latino Slant Paulie, with one of the greatest channels you aren't watching enough. My man here makes great content, has great guests, incredible interviews, wonderful music. I mean, this guy knows everything, and he will encircle you with Latino culture. Well, there's a little Latino in me, but anyway, good to see you. Yes, you have a wrench, brother, so you can promote your own self. Petty. Good morning, dear. It's lovely here when you're around. It's going to be pretty. There's a lot of pretty things in the world. We're surrounded by the gorgeous. We just need to acknowledge it. Oh, my goodness. Oh, by the way, the Twitch head of policy, outreach, and education. The guy works for Elon. He's probably a Linda hire. Linda, the lady that came in that had a pretty deep WEF resume. Anyway, Yeah, the Twitch head of policy, outreach, and education says America is a racist country. That's you, by the way. You in the States. Yeah. Lecture face. I'm telling you. Twitch is on its way to elimination, self-elimination. They're doing very dumb stuff. And I actually confused a lady over at Twitter or X with the guy that's at Twitch. My mistake. Sorry about that. I apologize. Let me retract. I don't want to be like the mainstream media and just leave that out there. It's not Linda's fault. I don't know why I did that. Anyway, it is what it is. Yep. R.I.P. Tony Todd, the Candyman. Wonderful character actor from way back when. I think he passed away a few days ago. Pretty sure. Like even before the weekend. R.I.P. CNN. Yes, indeed. Who else is out? Eminem Fish is out there in the world. Good to see you. Anyway, so yeah. So the guy that's in charge of policy at Twitch is basically tearing down America. I don't know why Twitch still exists. I really don't. You have lots of other streaming platforms. Twitter, or I guess X, is going to have their own ability to stream more easily, more community based. I think they've already tested their TV product. I think X is going to come along and replace an awful lot. So just pay attention to the world around us, please. It's insane. Trying to catch up with everybody. There's a lot of you out there like, Mark Daly, what's up, brother? Good to see you. It's been a minute and a half. Hope you're doing well. Whoa. They're going to make a movie on Sam Bankman-Fried. They are. Boosh! What is up, my friend? Good to see you again. Boosh McFadden. I thought NXT was going to Netflix with Raw. You know what? I can't recall the specifics of the wrestling deal. I have to look it up. Whew, trying not to yawn at y'all. Oh my goodness, Fat Elvis is here. What's up, Fat Elvis? Bill S. Queston Esquire says, no internet. Sure. But will he be allowed baby oil? That's a good question on the Diddy front. I like that. Let's see. Reminder that Angela Richter gifted a culture casino. Hey, that's right. We try to set goals around here. We got 2 memberships so far this morning that I've counted. There may have been more, but I counted 2. So let me ask you, do you feel like giving a gift? Wouldn't hurt me any. Oh, I guess technically it's more. We've got Ruby Hoove gifted a gift this morning. Thank you, Ruby Hoove. And Black Saber, the Shark of Paper, on a member chat says, reach out to Zaslav. You're now CNN. Culture Casino News. Well, I'm CCN, but same thing. Dude, if CNN was like not expensive, I'd buy it. Why not? Like, look, I'll give you $8 in a bucket of chicken, Zaslav. $8 in a bucket of chicken for CNN seems like a fair deal. It really does. Yeah. Be really easy to fix too. Hey, those of you who are compromised because of your politics and refuse to report just the news, you can go. Goodbye. Bye. What did Benny say? Benny says a lot of good things. Like Benny. Good follow. Scott Summers is out there. Bye-bye, NASA. Yeah, well, I don't really want them to be I buy it. What I want with NASA is for them to be not so compromised. Um, but I don't think Musk would get rid of NASA. I mean, they have a good working relationship. It's Boeing that's going to be pushed out of NASA. They've got a real problem in aerospace right now, and they've allowed it from the inside because of their compromised nature, which is something else that's going to disappear rather quickly. We're watching attorneys freak out on how to get their companies out of DEI, ESG, and stuff like that. You're going to see money manager folks start to acquiesce and bend the knee. I think the last one will be the rat Fink over at BlackRock. But he ultimately, fiduciary duty is incredibly important, especially at those levels when you handle trillions of dollars in assets. So, going to be held accountable for putting in a lot of stuff that has zero to do with profitability based on a study that is absolutely fraudulent. I think McKinsey should be financially responsible for publishing bologna sausage. I think that it hurt a lot of companies. And the fact that it was forced upon corporations, and now you've got this bridge bologna sausage that Microsoft's trying to do from the other side. And when I say Microsoft, I mean Bill Gates. And Bill Gates came out, I want to work with the Trump administration. I bet you do, because you're going to go to jail. There are countries that want to put you in jail forever. They want to put you under the prison. Mr. Gates. Caradwin, how you doing? Bonus time. That's right. I see Carlos Alfredo Lopez out there. What's up? And my good friend Commander Ed Straker of Shadow. Yeah. Man, what a day. I'm so excited. Do you guys get excited? Like you wake up one day, you turn on the news, or you open the paper, or you look at your phone or whatever, and it's nothing but good news. It's nothing but good news. Good things are happening. Don't you feel good about 7-Up? Okay, maybe that's not what I was going for there. But I mean, don't you feel good about the mornings? It's great stuff. Great stuff. You've got people freaking out over the picks for the cabinet positions. You've got all kinds of stuff. I want to say thank you to the over 1,900 of you that have already watched the CNN is dying video. You are phenomenal. I appreciate it. You're gonna see more and more of the animated imagery going forward for my thumbnails and stuff, which I am proud of because they're fun to make. I mean, I literally go through like 100 images, just generate based on my little descriptions to try to get the perfect character, and then I just assemble. It's fun. It's good stuff. But anyway, I'm glad you guys checked it out. CNN videos, super fun, easy to make. The news is writing itself right now. And I'm not kidding. This Snow White thing is such a hot dumpster fire. I mean, you can smell it 2 blocks away. It is bad. I would not want to be anybody working at PR at Disney right now because there's no upside. Oh, and by the way, since our friend Latino Slant is here right now, Paulie, let everybody know you guys have a live stream coming up today. I think, pretty sure, not Paulie Shore, pretty sure. Let's see. Good friend Mark Fields for 2 Culture Casino cash says, we've got high hopes. We've got high hopes. We've got high in the sky apple pie hopes. We do. I agree. I'll be there. You know, I was like, why did they write a song for I'll Be Sure? I'll be sure. Okay, it wasn't it. All right. That's a terrible, long way to go for a bad joke. Sorry. I think we just need to fix FEMA. Again, if you've read any of the documents, you know what? Maybe that'll be a video I'll do in the next day or so. FEMA compromised themselves so badly with DEI that was actually institutionalized that they promote certain races and genders and ideologies over people in need. So if you had great need, if your needs were greater, but you didn't fit in the bologna sausage boxes, you were going to be set back in the line. Indeterminate how far back. Then it was so ingrained and people felt so emboldened by it that you had a supervisor, her last, I think it was Marina Washington or Marnie Washington, that was there. She isn't anymore, by the way. They did let her go, reportedly. She felt comfortable enough to say it out loud and put it in writing in a Microsoft Teams, which is, well, public now. I don't think those people realize that we as citizens, we can actually solicit for that information through the Freedom of Information Act. We're going to have to start doing that with everything almost every single day. We're going to have to make it Hades for the ideologues. That's one way to do it. Yep, Midnight's Edge Espanol. Right after Midnight's Edge. That's right. Which this show automatically redirects to. That's right. Marnie Washington was just following orders from the top. That's right. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. They got to make an example of somebody. But I'm going to tell you, there's going to be a whole line of people. They're going to be like, we were told to do this. Well, you were told to break the law. You elected to break the law. You didn't tell anybody you were breaking the law. We weren't breaking the law. Yeah, you were. You're breaking the law of the land. Not to mention a bunch of civil rights laws. Stop. Everybody's equal under the eyes of the law. I don't know why anybody would have to worry about that. Our founding documents from the very beginning talk about everybody being equal. They finally got around to making sure that was the case. We fought a war over it amongst ourselves. And then we had to fight Democrats to get rid of all the Jim Crow bologna sausage and everything that was still happening in the South through discrimination. You hear what I just said? Most people don't know. That was the Democrats. You know who wore the little white uniforms with the pointy hats? And I'm not talking about the religious sects that have that as a part of their uniform. I'm talking about the people who in the South at the time and other places as well decided to don those things as a form of intimidation and burn things and hurt people. You know who that was? I bet you do. It's a fact. And it can't be disputed. It can't be a fact. It can't be disputed that it's a fact that. Do you know who filibustered the Civil Rights Act, the '68 Act? Yeah, the Blue Party that still make ludicrous claims about one thing flipping from the other. Anyway, I'm done with that. Following orders doesn't fly anymore. You got to love everybody. And if you don't, you should evaluate yourself. You got to love everybody. I love everybody. Even if I don't agree with your political alignment, even if we wildly disagree, I still love you. It's kind of part of what you're tasked with. Dean Krantz talks about one of these situations with FEMA. Yeah. Getting tired of this. I can't believe we are still continuing to put our veterans last. We just had Veterans Day. We just had the Marines' 249th birthday. Billy Lowe. I'm glad you're rejecting socialism. I have been rejecting socialism my whole life. Dean Krantz is no more journalist of comfort. Well, they've put themselves in that position. It's just, by the way, I got called racist a couple of weeks ago. I was like, what? Okay, sure. I've been called so many names at this point. Ever since I started doing this, I knew I was stepping into into the middle of a field of beehives. It's fine. It's just Hillary's mentor. Somebody knew where I was going with that. Thank you, Fat Elvis. uh, it is what it is. No more socialism. Yes. Oh, thank you, Hampton. No, you're not. No, I know I'm not. It's like, look, when somebody says racism has to exist in your heart, I'm like, maybe, but somebody had to teach it to you. Racism, you were not. It's not. You're not born with it. It's taught. It's taught. Dividing people into categories. It's taught. I'm not sure if it was Morgan Freeman. It was. I want to say it's Morgan Freeman. It says stop talking about race. Yeah, please talk about people. Got a lot of people. Got a lot of people that need help. Veterans need help. Why are we putting them last? They serve the country. Why would you put them last? Why are they homeless? Why are they homeless? We are treating people who are here illegally better than we're treating the people that fought for us. We're in service of us. If you can't acknowledge that they deserve to be maybe first in line, people with the greatest need to be the first in line. Shouldn't be done by a bunch of check boxes. You're creating division. You're teaching racism. Stop doing that. Anyway. Whew. I'm fired up this morning. I got called MAGA for a Buffy the Vampire Slayer video I made. What? JP Spooky review? Are you kidding me? All right. DMG, there are no bears. Well, I mean, there are bears, but most of them are sleeping in North America right now. I mean, unless you're in the northern part of North America where they have polar bears. They have polar bears up there, right? No, seriously. Polar bears, there are a few bears that are still active right now, but not many. I mean, obviously in Florida, you're going to have active bears. Parts of California, active bears. But mostly, no. It's winter. Hibernation. Yep, Anderson Cooper gets $20 million a year. Yeah, I covered that in the video I released this morning. $20 million a year. Caitlin Collins, $3 million. I think Chris Wallace was like something around 15 or 13 or something like that. Anyway, he's gone. He walked out of own self because they wanted to cut his salary. In fact, they're going to be slicing salaries at CNN like crazy. And I don't know. I mean, Anderson Cooper, he's a Vanderbilt, by the way, just in case you didn't know. He is a person of privilege, has been his entire life. Not that there's anything wrong with that, by the way. I mean, everybody's going to have a heritage. Sorry. Some people were born into that. Okay. That's another thing. Don't be jealous of people who were born into circumstances that you weren't. It's the luck of the draw. You get dropped into, your mom. Sorry. But, oh, by the way, yes, your mother. You got dropped into your mother. Anyway. Science. Why are the biggest science? I'm not going there. Not going to do it. There it is. The interview with Chris's dad, a man of quality. Thank you, Apex Comics. Mike Wallace, not Chris Wallace, who's a joke, embarrassing his dad, who's probably up in heaven as we speak. Man, what a god. And this is true. Demolishing Civil War statues was a strong warning. Yeah, we know who we've been dealing with. they're notorious for stuff like that. They don't want to be reminded of their past. They certainly don't want to be reminded that they were beaten. Wait, you're doing a private Bitcoin show? Let me tell you, there's a lot to the Bitcoin thing, DMG. Chihuahuas in Spain. I'll have to check this out. Oh, was that instead of koalas in the rain? Congo. There we go. Jill Powers, the River Daughter, says Anderson Cooper joined CIA ranks when he was 19 years old. Gloria Vanderbilt's son. He's still in the CIA, Project Mockingbird. I did not know that, but it wouldn't surprise me. It's amazing what we're learning and what's about to be declassified. Could you imagine when they hand out the list? I'm not talking about the daily list. We'll get that eventually, I would imagine. But what about the list? Hey, guys, share the stream. Share the dream, please. Mary Tudor is a cousin of mine. Awesome. Our good friend Gory Eyed Beast for 2 Canadian cashola dollars says CC channel will make 20 million. Here's 2 to start. Well, thank you. You know what? I look, if somebody wanted to pay me 20 million a year to talk on a channel, I would do that. I could sit behind a desk. I could put on a suit. I look good in a suit. I would trim my beard a little more, but it'd still be me. That's the other problem is that the people who make it into the media are not themselves anymore. They're a husk of themselves with abandoned abandoned aspects of self. Probably the best way to say it. I froze. Well, Culture EXE probably had to reboot. Violations of fair use. Yeah, you guys, I got tagged the other day. If you didn't watch the by the way, the Sunday stream this last Sunday was super fun, out of control, lots of information, pulled no punches. Very, very good. I'm proud of it. But Saturday Night Live, despite the fact that we operated under all of the fair use principles, claimed the stream 3 times for the 10-second clips for each of the things that we talked about from a tiny little snippet of their overall show. That's not the way fair use is supposed to work. You're supposed to be able to make commentary and opinion on any and everything, every piece of media that's out there. But the way things are structured on video platforms, in particular the one we're on now primarily, they will take any complaint by anybody who claims to be a rights holder to whatever material it is. So it doesn't have to be the actual rights holder even that makes the claim. They can just claim to be representing the rights holder. Pretty crazy stuff. But it's not just for fair use conversations. It's the fact that you're not supposed to, if you have a platform like this, you're not supposed to act as an editor in any way. We got Terry Rose saying, hello, friends. Hello. All right. Well, anyway, coming up next is going to be Midnight's Edge in the morning in about 34 minutes. I've got a ton of stuff I need to get edited. I've got more material I have to record. I love it when I have more to do than I possibly can in a given day. The problem is sometimes that kills movie night, which I apologize again, Jeremiah Hembry and others who were looking forward to that. But we will have the gold tier and higher movie night next Tuesday and every other Tuesday after that as planned. Doing I think this one coming up, as I think I said yesterday or day before yesterday, is Blazing Saddles. So you're not going to want to miss that. I want to say, if you haven't hit like yet, please do. If you haven't shared the stream and shared the dream, please do that as well. Also, double check today's video. It's cranking. Thanks to you. And we've got lots more. So, as always, be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others, and until next time, watch Wilton throw me off a roof.
Why, hello there, random citizen.
Oh, hey there, little buddy. How's it going?
Have you subscribed to Culture Casino yet?
Well, no,
Friggin'
Oh!
These guys, I tell ya.
Oh!
Dang it, I missed. Why won't these guys just subscribe already?
That hurt.
Quick, I need to get to this member chat from Kitty Bear, 26 months, who says, quick, I need to think of something short to say. Well, you could just say Comics Division. Anyway, have a great week. I'll see you all tomorrow, and I'll be in the chat over there on Midnight's Edge in the morning. See ya.